Okay. All right, it says I'm live, so hopefully it's live. All right, so tonight, I'm gonna start dinner a little bit early because this is gonna take a while. I thought that light would be better. The lighting is not great. I wonder if I should plug this in. My mom did get me a new stand, but I haven't figured out how to work it yet, so I'm still using my old one. But, okay, so anywho, long story short, I'm making some Cornish hens tonight. This is what they look like. And I've been making this a lot for the kids actually because they really enjoy it. So I just want to show really quickly how I like to do it. Yes. So I'm going to get started. But anywho, well, my first step is the lemon juice. I like to put the lemon juice. I just really like the flavor that it gives. So I'm going to add that first to these. And then I have all my seasonings here, but I have been liking just adding it to like a bowl, all the seasonings together, and then brushing it on. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, I don't need that much. So this is just regular olive oil. And then, of course, you need some salt. I like the coarse salt. Actually, let me open the other side. Okay. I'm just eyeballing everything. It's not an exact recipe, but I've made this quite a bit, so these are the flavors that I like. This pepper is also really spicy, by the way, so I don't use that much of that. What else here? We have some thyme, which I really like on this. Again, I'm going to open the bigger side. So I can just pour that. And then I also have some Italian seasoning, so I'm not going to add too much of the thyme because I'm pretty sure there's thyme in here too. So just shake, 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 shake for this. Now, I don't think I have onion powder, but you can add onions, like whole raw onions to this. I do have those, but the kids don't really like it that much, so I'm not going to add that. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. And there's just one more thing, if I have it, which I'm not sure. I thought I had grabbed everything already. Oh, there we go, the onion powder. So I'll use that instead because the kids are not really a fan of like whole garlic. But that's an option too if you really like garlic. I mean, if you really like onion. And then garlic powder if you have that. But I don't, so I have this right now. I'm just going to mix it all up. This is, ooh, let's tilt it. This is what it looks like so far. You'll see it a little bit better when I brush it on. When I brush it on here, on the chicken. You know, I wonder if I can, let me see if I can just move this maybe a little bit. Okay, is that better? A little, kind of. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it all together and make sure everything's all together. Actually, I feel like it doesn't have enough salt maybe, because I don't see it. Okay. Not too much salt, because the rock salt I feel like does carry salt flavor a little bit better than like smaller salt. So I'm just going to rub this on here, trying to get in all the nooks and crannies and everything like that of the chicken. I mean, well, the Cornish hen. And so I already have my stove set to 375, and I like to cook it for 2 hours. So these were in the freezer, so I just usually give it like a day or two to defrost. I'm just getting under the wings and stuff here. I hope you can see that pretty well. It's not the best angle right there, but I'll try to show it as best as I can when I'm done. But I'm just making sure that I'm getting all the parts of the skin. The kids really, really, really like this. So, so yeah. What's everyone else doing tonight? How are you guys all doing? What you're making? What are you making for dinner tonight? So I like rice with this. Saya and Kenzo really like rice. Matthias does not. So, since I made him eat the rice last time, I'm going to change it up and make a pasta to go with this instead. and then corn. So that will be our whole meal for tonight. And I'm just making sure that I really like rubbing it down like this with the oil, because I feel like it gets everywhere better versus just putting, you know, the seasonings directly on there. And because you have the oil, all the seasons are spread, you know, together. So I think it makes it taste better when you do it this way, or when I do it this way. And then these came individually wrapped in its own packages, and sometimes they have like that bag inside with the gizzard, so make sure you look for that and take it out if you're going to make this also as well. This time though, these two did not, but yes, just make sure you're gonna just make sure you take it out if you're going to be cooking this, because they could be in there, and you definitely don't want that plastic bag cooking in the oven with your food. So all right, so that was that side, and of course I'm going to turn it around to the side that I actually want to be up, skin side up, when it's you know, done. So I'm going to turn it around. Again, the kids broke my tongs, which really makes everything more difficult. So there we go. Now we got the prettiest side up. That's the side you're going to see. And that's the side that's going to get like the nice crunchy skin on it when you are finished, because it's got all that nice good olive oil and everything on it. And I still have a little bit left. I'm probably going to use all of this, I think. Yeah, so like I said, I didn't measure this stuff, I just eyeballed it, but you can measure it if you want to. I would say, I don't know, maybe like a cup of olive oil I used, and then the seasonings, at least a tablespoon of each, I feel like, for 2 of these, and I'm not sure how big these are. So again, I'm just getting up under the wings and stuff. I'm coming, I promise. Asa like, he's ready to eat. Asa is definitely going through another growth spurt, because he's been eating nonstop. And because these have its own liquid, I'm not going to add liquid, but you can add like chicken stock. I've done that before on the bottom of the pan, but I can already see some liquid. I don't rinse my meat also. I know some people do, so you know, I already have some liquid down there. So, and I know once it cooks, more liquid is going to be released, so you really don't need extra added liquid. I still have a little bit more left in here. I'm just going to try to make sure I mix it, because I see a lot of the salt now. So just mix it and then brush it. Brush some more. So that is all the fun. I know, I'm coming. That's why I said I wanted to do this quickly, because I know he is fed up with me. Okay. Actually, that looks pretty good. I have a teeny bit left of this. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I mean, I could brush this side here, you know, where the head was taken off. Poor little hens. Sorry, but you're just so tasty. Okay. Hopefully the connection is okay too. The last few times I've done lives, they've been fine. So I hope this is fine as well. And there we go. Perfect. So I have used all of my mixture. Like I said, this is super easy to do it that way, because this cleanup is like super easy. So actually, maybe I'll take it off so you can see. And turn the camera around. Let's see here. I can just remember how to do that. All right, so this is what we're looking like. Like I said, there's some juices down there. Oh, I forgot to put the lemon juice on this side. Let me do that real quickly. So I did forget the lemon juice. I'm just gonna put a little bit, but I don't want to disrupt the, you know, the everything. So I'm gonna put a little bit. I like the lemon juice. I feel like it gives like that burst of freshness. So, okay, that's not too bad. I just put it on here. It didn't really mess it up. How about I'll just take my brush again and pick up what I have left in the bowl and just see. Just try to, there we go. But I did pretty good on this, so I feel like it has enough still. Just filling any of those pink spots. Those super pink spots. But okay, that's what it's looking like. And again, you can see all the juice down there, and it's going to have more. These cook down, I would say, not half of the size, but pretty well. So it's on 350. I usually cook these for 2 hours. I'm just going to get some foil and cover this and then pop it in the oven. I'm coming. Okay, so now I got my foil. I like to cover it. I cook it for 2 hours, but I cook it for an hour and a half on 375 covered. And then for the last 30 minutes, I take the cover off and cook it for, 30 minutes without the cover, and it really gets nice and crispy on the top. Now, I like cooking this in the stove because I like the juices. Now, if I were to cook it in the air fryer, which I do love, and I've cooked a couple of things in there, it makes it crunchy and dry. The inside is dry, but that's not really what I'm going for. I want it to be moist. And I would like the skin on the outside to be crunchy, but I don't want the inside meat to be crunchy. And I like the extra juice because if you're making it with rice, then you can pour the juice over your rice at the end. So I'm going to put this in here. And I put that on the bottom shelf. So I'm going to set my timer for an hour and 30 minutes. Or no, I'll set it for the 2 hours. I'll just know to come back in here when I want to uncover it. Okay. Okay. Let's put this back up. so that's how you make the Cornish hens. If I can, maybe I'll write down a recipe for those who may be interested in it. If you like Cornish hen or if you've never tried it before, I love it. The kids love it, and it's really nice and easy. But I try to make it like, give it enough time to cook so it's nice and juicy and moist when it's done. And this has been fail-proof for me lately. So that's all I have for tonight. I am going to go and feed the baby because he's hungry and tired, and he's staring me down, looking at me like, why is she not feeding me? So I hope everyone has a good evening and a good night. And if I remember, I will take pictures so you all can see it when it's finished. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.